Well, hello there. Good to see you again. I didn't think we'd make it this far. My name is Rocket. I'm on a quest to play licensed video games in hopes of finding those rare gems that go above their bargain bin brotherhood. In our last episode, we took a look at a SpongeBob game. For today's adventure, I'm going to be taking a look at another one of Nickelodeon's popular shows, Rugrats. You remember Rugrats, right? It ran from 1991 up until 2004, had 9 seasons, 3 movies, and that weird crossover of the Wild Thornberries.
Smashing!
In fact, it was just recently announced it'd be getting a reboot soon. So I figured now would be a good time to take a look at one of their video game outings. The game in question is Rugrats Royal Ransom.
That game doesn't sound very good. I think we'll go play something else.
Hey, hold it. Let me talk about this game before you head off. It might be better than you think. Rugrats Royal Ransom was released on November 26, 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube and PlayStation 2. As was typical for the time, it's a 3D platformer, because when you think Rugrats, you think 3D platformer. Babies are well known for their platforming abilities after all. This was also one of the last Rugrats games to be released. That bodes well. Well, let's get this show on the road and get to talking about the game. The game begins with everyone in the Pickles' backyard. As you expect, Stu has just about finished his latest invention, the Play Palace 3000. It might not look like much now, but by utilizing quantum mechanics in hyperspace, it can unfold into a castle fit for a king. Or queen. Of course, it's not exactly finished yet, so Stu leaves Grandpa in charge of the babies, while he steps out to grab some more duct tape and paper clips. Grandpa then immediately falls asleep. At least it's accurate to the show.
That tickles.
The babies are naturally excited to play on this super awesome play place. However, Angelica has already claimed it as her own personal castle and wants the babies to act as our royal subjects. They obviously don't want to do that and opt to do something else. Then Angelica reveals that she has taken the babies' toys as ransom in order to force them to play. I'm sorry, what? Now the babies must band together to reach the top and get their stolen goodies back while gathering collectibles that will in some way help. Wait a minute. Angelica is royalty, holding a ransom. A royal ransom. Hey, I get it! Before we start, we gotta pick a difficulty. Baby easy, Rugrats medium, or Reptar tough. Each difficulty affects every level a different way. You'll be required to collect more things, have a stricter time limit, there will be more enemies running around, or there will be a different amount of explosive Angelicas in a box scattered everywhere. Seriously, this is ridiculous. It also changes the number of big batteries you'll need to collect. Well, let's get to playing. You can freely swap between any of the 5 characters: Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, and Kimmy. There isn't a difference between them. They can double jump, roll, pick stuff up, and crawl, which is to be expected for toddlers. So just pick your favorite, or more likely the one whose repeated voice lines are the least annoying. You start off in the backyard. We could go jump on the Play Palace now, or we could look around. Not much going on outside, but you can also explore the inside of the Pickles' house. There isn't any reason to do so, but it is neat. Kinda weird that they just have stock art photos lying around here, and some kind of weird drawing of a dog? Wait, is that Tak? From Tak and the Power of Juju? What is he doing here? Alright, time to get on that play place and get going. Purchase a 1-up. Oh, 1-up. Cute. There's only enough battery power to get you to the first level. Anti-gravity fields like this take a lot of power, it turns out. In order to get to the top, you'll need to get some big batteries. You can get them from completing levels in the various areas of the Play Palace. To enter these levels, you'll need little batteries, which are hidden around the actual levels themselves. Looks like we can either try the Jungle World or the Snow World. Let's try the Snow World first.
Snow place to hide! Mr. Snow-tato Head. Ready, set, snow!
This is going to be the whole game, isn't it? You probably noticed that Susie is the one narrating. She'll also tell you the objective of each level when you enter. She never actually appears in the game, so I can only assume she has ascended to a higher plane and is one of the universe, and became the god of this world. The first level is fairly straightforward. Just reach the goal at the top of the mountain, while avoiding the army of snowmen out for blood. You could go look for the key like you're supposed to, or you could just not.
You know, the safest thing to do is just quit and be my loyal suspects. Or you might end up like Noodle.
Was that a death threat from Angelica? This level is a scavenger hunt for the remains of poor Noodle the snowman. Not sure why we're helping him after he and his friends tried to murder us 5 minutes ago, but whatever. Also, where did everyone go? Hello? 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 To finish up the snow world, we gotta race against the snowmen. Well, calling it a race might be a bit generous considering how bad the AI is at this. It's more of a casual sled ride down the mountain.
Great job.
Oh, hey, we won. And now we have to do it again. And again. With no changes each time. Fun. I guess you can try to get the collectibles you missed the first time, but with these controls, good luck with that. Oh hey, it's Tack again. That's it for the snow world. Next up, get ready for adventure in the jungle world.
Hunting papayas.
The goal is simple. You have to carry these papayas till you find a crate to put them in. Your already limited movement is even more limited when carrying these things, and it's possible to drop them, meaning you'll need to backtrack. But usually they're not that far away, so it's not that bad, except this last one. They really wanted to get their money's worth out of this area. Oh well.
Here in the jungle I can be so free. All day pick papaya from papaya tree. So bounce with me baby to the bongo beat. Deep in the jungle is where I wanna be.
Monkey business.
In this level, you have to beat up these monkeys and carry their lifeless bodies to these crates. Hold up, this is literally the same thing as the last level. I think you even traverse the same map. That's not a great sign. Neither is this.
River Fun Run. The good news is, you've got your own boat.
Awesome!
The bad news is, you're in a boat race
Oh, that's not too bad.
against a family of crocodiles.
Wait, what? Well, no snowmen from before didn't put up a fight, so let's just show these alligators who's boss. And we lost. Looks like we're gonna need to step it up a notch. Time to shift into
Maximum overdrive. Hiya!
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and the noise was a mystery.
and we still lost. Once you've collected enough big batteries, you unlock the second tier of the play palace. I would show you the transformation sequence, but this time around there are 3 worlds to pick from. The Circus World, Arabian World, and Sea World. I'm sorry, it's actually Undersea World for legal reasons. We don't talk about that one. Let's check out the Circus World first.
Cream pie flyer.
Ah yes, the circus, what fun! Or it would be if not for these psycho killer clowns on the loose. Time to take to the skies and mow down every last one of them. With what exactly? Pies, obviously. But not just any pies.
They're bombs.
Use them to take out the trucks in order to get the clowns to come out. Then show them no mercy as you gun them down from the skies. Now you took out the ground vehicles, it's time to infiltrate the clowns' home base to put a stop to them once and for all. We are going to need to use our secret weapon. Snow cones. As you make your way through their secret headquarters, we find out they've been operating in this sketchy warehouse. There is no doubt, these clowns are evil. Once you've made your way inside, you'll find it was all a trap. To escape, you've got to fight the clown's robotic leader. This monstrosity is armed with the most deadly of clown weaponry. Flamethrowers, cotton candy grenades, and snow cones! Those fiends! These clowns aren't messing around.
Acrobaty dash.
Now that you've eradicated the clown menace, you're free to test your platforming skills in the big top. You've got this rather large obstacle course to navigate under a pretty laid-back time limit. If you are not on hard mode, that is. Best to be careful though. One false move and you're out. When did these babies become master acrobats? Well, let's put the circus behind us and head off to the Arabian world.
Temple of the Lamp. Ice Genie's lamp is locked up in the temple. But if you can collect 40 rubies, the gate will magically open. She's lying.
This seems a little familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one somewhere before. There really isn't much going on here other than getting those gems. There are these annoying beetles roaming around, and once they spot you, good luck. They can also be found in some of these pots, which can be unfair at times, since once you break the pot, you get hit. That's just some great level design right there.
Rugrat Race.
Well, there is a Rugrat, there is a rug. Where's the race exactly? You have to go around this track 3 times, but the actual goal is to collect enough gems before that, which is easier said than done with these wonky controls.
I can show you the world.
Meanie Genie.
Here, you are required to undergo a gauntlet of challenges in order to put a stop to the Meanie Genie, starting with a camel rail shooting segment. Here we can appreciate the game's stellar sound design. Once that onslaught is behind us, it's time to head into the Meanie Genie's lair, a cavern filled with lava. You'll be putting your platforming skills to the test here, though I'm not sure if this should be labeled challenging or just unfair. Now, the only thing left to do is to get past the Meanie Genie himself and nab that lamp of his. Maybe now I can wish to be playing a better game. Now that we have enough big batteries, the Play Palace 3000 achieves its final form. I assume so anyway, because, you know. The final batch of areas includes a space world, a dino world, and, of course, a medieval world. Let's kick things off here by checking out the space world.
Moon Buggy Madness.
Now we are in space. Our first goal is to collect cheese in this moon buggy, which is fitting because that's how I describe how it handles. Captain's log. Not sure how much more of this I can handle.
Cheesy Chase.
After collecting all that moon cheese, it would seem there is now a big rat infestation. Not just any rats either, jetpack flying, gravity defying space rats. They aren't terribly smart though, they just tend to circle around the space cheese. Do your best to sneak up on them and catch them by surprise. Oh hey, what's this thing?
Rise of the Angelians.
Seems Angelica is trying her hardest to get rid of us, as our spaceship is broken down. She must have messed with it while we're cleaning up those rats. We'll need to collect all the missing parts, while trying to avoid these creepy aliens called Angelians. Or we can just blow them up with the power of high explosives. The best toy for babies.
Bombs away! Kaboom! This bomb's for you!
Now that we've had our fun in the space age, let's head on back to a simpler time, the Stone Age.
Fly High Egg Hunt.
Our first goal is to go on an Easter egg hunt. I mean, dino egg hunt. There are 7 of these eggs lying around you'll need to pick up and then deliver back to their proper nest. How exactly? By riding on the back of a giant freaking pterodactyl, obviously. Just make sure to avoid the lava. And try not to crash into anything. Pterodactyls aren't well known for their durability after all.
Rex riding.
I've got 2 words for you. Yee-haw. If you didn't get your fill of riding dinosaurs in the last level, this one's for you. You'll need to sneak up on these T-Rexes and then use them to collect these bones lying around. I think I'll name you Rex. Just gotta jump this gap. Oh no!
Don't worry, you can find him back near the bone pile.
That poor soul fell into lava. I don't think he's coming back. Well, we better head on back and grab another dino to ride. I think I'm gonna name this one Michael. Well, as fun as it is to ride dinosaurs around, let's check out that last world, the medieval world.
Bow and apple.
In this fun level, you get to walk around with a bow and arrow. I mean, bow and plunger would be more accurate. High explosives are fine, but we draw the line at pointy sticks. You wander around this medieval map looking for apples to collect. They can be found within these barrels, locked behind targets, or even hidden inside the guards, which these guard enemies take personally.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
You can defeat them with your trusty bow, but due to having to manually aim your shots rather than just throwing something like most levels, it can be rather frustrating at times when trying to hit the guards.
Oh no!
Oh no, it looks like I'm low on health. I better grab a band-aid before I die.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Oopsie-dee!
Moving on.
The Holy Pail. Your quest is to find the Holy Pail. It's not that hard.
Sounds easy enough, just follow this ball around until I find the Holy Pail. How hard can it be?
Why are we still here? just to suffer.
The guards are back and are still out for blood as they were before, but we do have some magic spells to combat them this time. There are the magic boots that allow you to jump higher for a short time, a shield that makes you invincible, and a bottle that allows you to shoot fireballs. The magic spells do have a few issues though. Number one being that you don't always have them. Thankfully, unlike the last level though, it isn't necessary to defeat the enemies, you can just run on by. Plus with the 30 seconds of invincibility from the shield, you'll be untouchable.
I am invincible! Invincible! You ow!
And here I thought they were trying to get their money's worth out of the jungle area. This place is huge. You'll be stuck following the magic helper ball around for a while, and this thing has you do some crazy stuff sometimes.
I'm going to jump!
Do a flip!
This ball feels like it's just leading me in circles. Hey, there's the pail!
And now, you have to get the holy sand shovel.
Yeah, no. It's time to do our diaper, babies. We've managed to make it to the final level. It's time to take down Angelica and reclaim our stolen toys in a level that surely has been made to fully test everything we've learned so far.
Mean Queen Angelica's in that tall tower with her magic bubble wand of power. Use this kiddie pult to knock open the gates and reach her.
Huh? After all that, spending the entire game platforming, they decide for the final level that they should introduce a brand new gameplay mechanic. What if you were playing Mario and running and jumping the whole game, only for the final level to switch to a kart racer? Let's just get this over with. This has gotta be one of the most unfair levels in the whole game. The idea is simple enough. In order to progress into the castle, you have to drive onto these switches to lower the gates protecting the door, and then launch your catapult to take it down. And as you make it further and further into the castle, more doors show up, and the gates will only lower when you are on the switch that matches the color of the door. So you have to drive around this area looking for the correct switch, and then once you get there, you have to line yourself up just right, wait forever for the catapult to even charge, all while being bombarded with water balloons from the knights and bubbles from Angelica. And it just keeps going and going and going. Oh, and if you die at any point, you have to do the whole thing over again.
Good try. Good try. Good try.
Huh? What's that? Are we in the clear? Aha! We did it!
Oopsie daisy.
Well, this game blows. You might be thinking that the game ends here, but you are sadly mistaken. There is also a multiplayer mode. It's not unlocked from the start, though. No. The game makes you work for its mediocre minigame collection. In order to unlock it, you'll have to buy the minigames one by one from the Magic ATM, using the funny money you can find scattered around. These random stacks of Monopoly money. You can also buy extra characters to play as in the multiplayer, like Dale, Angelica, Susie, or even Stu and Grandpa Lou, with some rather horrifying results. But you do have to buy them multiple times individually. But Funny Money doesn't just unlock minigames, there is also some single-player stuff to unlock, like making more Funny Money appear. Oh, and silly sounds? I don't know. I give up. Kinda would've been nice if there was some, like, unlockable cheat codes or something, like a moon jump, like infinite HP, you know, things like that. No, you just get to have more Funny Money, and you get to make the game sound worse. Fantastic. There's still one more thing to talk about with this game. Located on the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius game is an old trailer for Royal Ransom. You see, back in the day it was quite common for licensed games to come with special features, which were just trailers for other games that were coming out soon. I always loved these trailers. It always gave me hype from when these games came out, even though I was a small child and had no money to buy them. Now let's talk about that Rugrats trailer. It shows a few notable differences from this build of the game compared to the final release. The first big difference is the HP meter. Seems they couldn't quite decide on the design. There also is a small section that shows off one of the scrapped levels. You see, there was actually 3 levels that didn't make it into the final game. By going into the game's voice lines, you'll find unused dialogue from Susie talking about the intro of the levels and the objectives.
Poor Patsy Plant Eater. She doesn't have any food for Dino snack time.
The levels that got cut seem to include an undersea, dino, and medieval levels. You can check out the full trailer over on my Twitter. That's really all Rugrats Royal Ransom has to offer. Ultimately, this really isn't a good game. The charm of Rugrats is seeing the babies react to the world around them, but this game offers pretty much none of that. The babies only have a handful of comments on the levels. The only thing that really feels like Rugrats is Angelica's constant taunting, which gets old fast.
A little harder than peekaboo, isn't it, diaperheads? Wake me up when you're done losing. Give up now, babies. These monkeys are smarter than you.
It puts in the bare minimum needed to call itself a Rugrats game and nothing else. Only 10 characters, no callbacks to the show, and no Reptar. Seriously. The hard mode may be named after him, but he never actually appears in the game. There's even a dinosaur world. How could they do my boy dirty like this? All of the levels are generic and not that interesting. That sometimes have objectives that are copied and pasted even within the same world. Plus the game's difficulty is all over the place. It doesn't control very well, which is most apparent with the different vehicles. Honestly, the most enjoyment I got from this game was just seeing how broken it could be with just a little effort. There was quite a handful of glitches I came across during my playthrough. My favorite glitch I came across was this weird out-of-bounds glitch on the second floor of the Play Palace. If you have one of the babies stand just right, you can perform some quick double jumps which push you into the wall. From there, the camera can be rather hard to work with, but you can jump off the Play Palace onto the Pickle's house, and just kinda be there. Another fun glitch to play around with is with the exit slide. By mashing the jump button in this corner, here you can perform another jump and land on top of the pipe. You do have to be careful though, since depending on where you stand, you might just get launched. Even though this game really isn't all that great, I still love it. It was something I grew up playing and have some fond memories with. Except trying to beat that final level. That was a mess, but hey, they can't all be winners. Who knows what's in store for us next? If there's any games you would like me to check out, leave a comment down below. I'm Rocket, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Quit this silly game.
Jam this jam, you'll feel so good. Jam will make your dreams come true. Jam this jam, you'll feel so good. Jam will make your dreams come true. Jam will make your dreams come true.